Hello and welcome back. Today I have a brand new product from UNI-T. Well, it is actually an existing product in China, but they are thinking of bringing it to the West, and it is one of their power supplies. I already was a big fan of their UDP 3305SE with a fast boot and a zoom function. Amazing. And it is the UDP6900 series, and it has a smaller form factor, and that makes it very interesting. When we look from the front, we can see that the 6900 series is a lot less high compared to the 3300. Also, when we look from the side, it is a bit longer. And what we also saw on the 3300, there is a lot of possibility to connect RS-232. We have here sense wires and digital IOs, USB, LAN, another USB for the firmware updates. Well, here we see the same, a lot of connection. You can even link multiple devices to each other. Here is for the DMM, you can measure voltages with the power supply, but really as a DVM. USB also, and a LAN port. There is a USB here to store your files and to do your firmware upgrades. And it has exactly the same look as the 3300. Nice encoder, turn, push. When I did my research, I didn't find too much on the internet yet, because most of my Chinese websites are blocked somehow, so I couldn't find too much information. But I did see that there is also a 6700 series, and there you have the 20 and the 21, and that is a little power supply that's available in Europe. That is a standing model. But I found out later that there is also a 6700 series with the 22 and up, and that is actually the same looking as this one, but it has a lot less digits, because this is the professional series. It's the 6942B, so the 6900 series. Let's have a look at the display. Well, I like this clean design. The buttons are all located in positions where you expect them. Well, this one had a very fast boot. Puff, there it is. Zoom function. And let's see this one. Puff, there it is. And also the zoom function, big digits. Look at this. 1.1234. If we look at the terminals, standard, perfect, just fits. Also the normal bananas just have a good fit. They have proper terminals on this one. Well, the look and feel is the same as the 3300. And we want to change the voltage, and just stop typing, 10 volts. Puff, there it is. We want to set the current, I'll set the maximum to 10 amps, and we just put it on off. Let's have a look now at the graphs here. If we change the voltage, let's go to 20 volts, power on, up, we see it going. I like that you can see what you are doing. And well, it's a higher voltage model, 30 volts, 40 volts, here we go. And we can just adjust the voltage, even though it's the channels are on. Or we can go a lot higher. It's 60 volts, so go to 50. And go to 60. Back to 25 volts. And let's put some load because now we only see the voltage. I put now 1 amp, I think. Yes, we can see here it's about 1 amp. 2, 3, 4 amps, 5. We can go, if I set the limit, I can go to 16, 15, I think. So let's do that. Okay. The combination with 25 volts is probably the problem. So if I set this one back, I can set this one higher. Yeah, that was indeed the problem. Okay, now get some more current. We have some noise that is from the electronic load, that is not from the power supply. The power supply is completely silent. Pretty cool, the graphs. So what else has it got? We've seen the zoom function. There is also a list function where you can pre-program and it will just do that automated, but they also added some templates where you can do different figures and you can set your start voltage, your max voltage, how many steps, and what is the interval. What else we have? We can load some presets, a lot of them, and I have a menu button here, the monitor function, that is the digital inputs in the back, what you can make it do, I think. Yeah, it says here, according to the set detection condition, power off, tips or beeper alarms. What is this? Slew rides. We can do faster maybe. Okay. DVM mode, that is the sense in the back. So all kinds of settings. More settings. Brightness control, beeper, power off, baud rate for the serial, protocol for the serial. Let me see, if we say COM, we can change the baud rate. This is quite slow, but we can go all the way up. Protocols, multi-SAPI Modbus even, and well, let's keep it on this. Then if we go out here, we also have the network. We can play with this. The network address, if we want DHCP or not. Well, I didn't put a cable, so it's not doing anything right now. But then we connect with the same application, only a newer version, that we did with the 3300 version. What else we have? Group. Not sure what groups is, I didn't read. And of course the language. So if I set it to Chinese, for instance, if I would do that, and I go back, the word language is still in English. So you are always able to set it to your preferred language. And of course, not only the voltage setting, the constant voltage or the constant current, but we have also the over voltage protection and over current protection. So that was just a quick overview. We can do some more testing later. It is a borrow unit from UNI-T Europe in Germany. I need to send it back, but I asked, can I please open it, because I'm sure my viewers would like that. So I can, so let's do that. It has 4 little Torx screws in the back. I needed to get my special kit because my normal didn't work. So it is quite small, and then we can take the bumpers off, and I'm not sure if we can slide it out. I think we need to take the arm out first. So let's carefully try to do that, find the position where it. Yes, okay, so I was able to take the arm out. Now we can open it. Okay, that does not look bad. That looks like a very nice setup. All the components are straight. They even have some extra toroids here for distortion, even here in the back for the data cables as well. Also, just to take all the RF and a little noise to take that out. All the components are nice and straight. It's interesting to see how it is built. We have here the front with the terminals and the display, and here we see the power cable go here. This is the low voltage area, and so that means this part is all high voltage. And then we have the control here. Here we have some interfacing for the LAN and the USB ports. And what I think is what they did very smart is here. This is transparent plastic. Not sure it's visible, but they created some sort of tunnel here in the 4 heat sinks that they have. And the ventilator is exactly here. So the airflow is very effective, and that's why I think we didn't hear the ventilator yet, because it doesn't need to run that fast, because all the air goes exactly through the parts that they want. Well, I will not take it further apart. It's a pity I cannot read any of the components. I can see it is reflecting too much, but I can see here, of course, a bridge rectifier and then some 3-leggeds, so that would probably be some FETs. We can see the brand on the capacitors, the Semixcon. Well, some will, I don't know by heart if it is a good brand or not. I think it is. I think it looks very clean. Let's have a look at the software. I always prefer to connect with LAN, so let's just try to do that. Connect the cable right here, and I have a plug in my desk here that goes to my main switch. So let's see, let's boot. What we need to do, probably in the menu settings, network. The DHCP is already there, 74. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's the same application, only this is now a newer version. Yeah, I got it from UNI-T because I couldn't download it because it's probably only available in China at the moment. I don't see an update option, but yeah, let's see if we can scan devices. Oh, it already finds something. Does it? Yeah, here it is already. Pretty cool. Click on it. Yo, it's immediately scanning. It's scanning quite fast. And okay, well, let's set the voltage. Can we do here? Output on. Yeah, here we see the voltage, and we see it in the bottom going. And can we go up, up, up? Then we should see it here. Okay, that connects super easy. If you like to do list programming, this is absolutely a lot more convenient than doing it in the front of the device. And every time you put the construct and then you put the save, and then it will save it in that temporary list, and you can start it from the device. Here it is running the list, but if we go to home, we can see what is happening. We can see it's doing exactly that. Well, there is no load, so we don't see the power in the bottom. And can we see if we do the zoom? Yes, we see the numbers very big. but it's nice you have sort of a scope. Yeah, the list of devices, I have not found how I can save a device like this and then keep it here. Because if I do a scan and add my other one, then this one somehow disappears. And I cannot right click, and if I click it connects. What I can do is run this device, then do again a scan at my other one. But then it replaces it in the list, but when I connect, I can have both devices running. But I sort of expected that all the devices would stay here, but that is not the case, because if I close it, and I have really right clicking, I tried options to save it. So that is really what they can improve, and if I close it and start it again, everything is gone, and then you need to scan again. Okay, let's see how accurate is the device if we go to voltage 10 volts, power on. This is, I would say, very close to 10 volts. Yeah, look at that. Spot on. 20 volts. You see a little bit that it adjusts. Voltage 30 volts, and it's probably more accurate every time we go higher. Woody. Puff, look at that. Now we do 25 volts, and the current, let me set that to 12 amps. And let's just see if we put some load. I do my electronic loads. So if the electronic load sets is 1 amp, it doesn't necessarily need to be true. So we can put later a multimeter in series. But it should be close enough. So 1 amp, it's still 25 volts. And if we do more, it does drop a little bit, but we are not using the sense wires. But we're talking about here at 10 amps, we are talking about a few millivolts, 70 millivolts even. How accurate is the current? Well, it's not exactly 1 amp, but it is also not 1 amp exactly here. So this is a difference between my electronic load. So this one is actually spot on. Let's go to 2 amps. Three amps. And you see it is very slight difference. 4, 5. I would say no problems for the current accuracy. 7, 8, 9, 10. And pretty cool. When we look at the display, I really like this. You can see exactly what is going on. Okay, that's quite nice. I like this power supply, mainly also because of the form factor. It is not that high, it's just one high, just like the a multimeter or a signal generator. It is a little bit deeper than usual. It's 16 inches, like 40 centimeter, but it's about the size of some of my frequency counters. They are also a little bit deeper usually. Yeah, it looks great. The scope, the zoom button. Lots and lots of digits. There's something else I didn't see before. It becomes a little bit darker. When you switch it on, the letters become bright and you can read it better. And you can here see the sampling and the constant voltage mode it is in. Interesting. Didn't see that before. What else can I say about it? I think it looks cool. The form factor, I like it. The graphs on the screen is good. User interface, I like it. It connected very easy to the computer. And just playing around with it, everything works as expected. It is a professional model. I don't know what it will cost. The fact that you can connect multiple devices to each other in the back with a big plug. It has a lot of digits, so I think it will be a little bit higher in the market, but it was great that I could have the chance to play with it before it's even on the market in Europe and the US. So let's see if it will come and what the price will be. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time.